Hello, everybody, and welcome, Sparks fans, because welcome to my weird, wonderful world also, because we are continuing Sparkstember with another installment, day, day 16, part 16, album 16, Gratuitous Sax and Senseless Violins. I'm pretty eager to get into it. I don't have any extra news to give, so I'm going to jump right into it. Let's just first talk about the packaging. I have the booklet out here. I'll get into that in a minute. And I have disc 2 in my player right now because I was just finishing just because I programmed just the bonus tracks. I am including it, okay? But I will want to state right now that even if I did not include those bonus tracks, the score would still come out the same, and I'll explain that once I get to that. I'm just saying that it doesn't. Like in this case here, it really doesn't matter whether I included the bonus tracks or not. It does not change the results whatsoever. And so yeah. The packaging. I think that's clever and great. I do like the bright colors. I give that a strong 8.5 out of an 8.5 out of 10. So I think it's good. I might even bump it up to 9. Yeah, I'm going to bump it up to 9 cuz I think this is a very good cover. I love the premise of it being a like a tabloids magazine, you know? And I mean, I do enjoy these pictures too. I think there's some great pictures. And from what I understand, they were on hiatus, okay, for about 5 years. They vanished. No sight or sound of them for, people thinking that they're done. And then they come out with this and it's surprising people, completely surprising people. And I know going into this, when certain people heard this for the first time, they were thinking to themselves, "Oh gosh, no, not disco." But I'll tell you my honest opinion because I've lived with this for a little while, and listening to it today because I listened to the whole album today plus the bonus stuff. Let's get into the ratings. Okay, let's get into the ratings, and then I'll get into this booklet here and maybe a little tiny bit of the lyrics, just a little tiny bit. But here's the ratings, okay, of gratuitous acts and senseless violence. Now I'm keeping in mind that first little part there, that first 30 seconds, the gratuitous acts is the intro, and it's also connected to the outro. So I am judging it and rating it for what it does to the next song of When Do I Get to Sing My Way and how it relates to that. As an intro goes to an album, it's a good strong intro that really sets up the album perfectly and balances nicely with the outro. It's genius. And it shows their cleverness, and I like it. So it gets a 9.5 out of the gate. I'm gonna keep holding this up every time now. When do I get to sing my way? Gets a gets a 9.5. It's great. When I kiss you, I hear Charlie Parker playing. That gets a 9.5. Doing great so far, all three openers of one, two, the first three tracks. Then, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. It drops down slightly to a 9 because I think it's very good, but not exactly great. It's good. It's very good. Um, I thought I told you to wait in the car. Hilarious, hilarious. So it gets a 9. It gets a 9, a flat 9 straight out, because it is very good. But I don't know, compared to When Do I Get to Sing My Way and here and When I Kiss You, though I find those two just excellent. Um, Hear No Evil, wait, See No Evil and Speak No Evil. I give that an 8. So far, the lowest score on the board, but it's not going to matter. Um, But now that I own the BBC, because I know that Hear No Evil on the LP would be closing out the LP, and that the turnaround and the other side would be, now that I own the BBC, which for me is my favorite song and gets a 10. I think it's awesome. I don't know. I find it so catchy, and I love that little do 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 do. I think that just, yeah, that's just so awesome. And then Sweetheart, number 8. Yeah, I give it. You know what? I give it an 8.5. I thought it was good. Not very good or great, but it's good. Okay, I do like. I mean, I do like it a little bit better than Hear No Evil. I found Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Speak No Evil. This will be a little too slow for me. It doesn't. It's not an. I don't think it would be a great way to finish the album. I mean, if they would have finished the album with, like, just if they would have rearranged it, that they finished side one with Frankly Scarlet, I Don't Give a Damn. If they kick that to the end, and that after you hear Charlie Parker playing, okay, you wait in the car, and then you hear No Evil, See No Evil, and then Frankly Scarlet, I Don't Give a Damn, and then turn it over and have Now That I Own the BBC. I think that would have hit stronger. I think that would have amplified Scarlet, I Don't Give a Damn, and make it even a stronger track on the album. Just my opinion. You can agree or disagree, but that's my take on that. The Ghost of Liberace, I give that an 8.5 also. Let's Go Surfing, I give that an 8.5 also. It's not weak. It's not a weak side too. Not as weak as others. Senseless Violins, closing out the album, I give that a strong 9. I think it's very good. I don't think it's as strong as the intro of Gratuitous Sax. That's why that gets a 9.5, and Senseless Violins gets a 9, because it's just not as strong as a track. But let's go into the bonus now. National Crime Awareness Week. That gets a 9.5. 9.5 for sure, because I really do like that. I think it's funny. I think it's a great premise, and great, I love the lyrics. I mean, it's just hilarious that that Ron would come up with something like that. And then She's an Anchor Man. That gets a 9. I think it's very good. I do think I like the jam of that. And then Little Drummer Boy, that gets an 8.5 for me, because even though, yes, it's a traditional song, it's still, they change it up in such a way to make it their own, and I think they did a good job on that. Yeah, good. So that's why it's good. They did a good job on it. So overall, the scores, gets a 9. It gets a 9. And and what I'm talking about is the last three. You look at the last three being Nationals Crime and Anchorman and Drummer Boy. If you just added those three ups and averaged them out, it comes up to 9. So even if I did not include those, if I cut those out and just had the normal album, it still comes up to 9, regardless. So, so yeah, that's how that works out. So, so it doesn't matter about the bonus tracks on this one. Definitely, it gets a strong 9. And where did we see a strong 9 before? Let's go back and I'll show you. And I'll show you on this one, because this is the ranking so far from my halfway point, and now I can kind of compare the both together. The last time I got a 9 was with Outer Space, so it's up there, and it has a bonus track. Although Outer Space has 3 bonus tracks, and I do like it a little bit better than Gratuitous Sax. It's good. I mean, it beat Big Beat. It beat Big Beat. Yeah, I did not intend for that. Anyway, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see where plagiarism falls and balls and coincidentally balls. Okay, it's going to happen on the full moon on the 18th. So there's going to be a full moon when I'm going to be everybody's going to be talking about balls. Yeah, I thought that was just a coincidence, 100% a coincidence. I did not plan that. But yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, put this back up again. So, so I think that's great. Let's go back. That's an improvement on the last two, for sure, for sure. What was I gonna talk about with this? Yeah, yeah. Let's just examine that one last time with that Hear No Evil being at the eight, and yeah, that's how I feel. I love that now. Yeah, I now that I own the BBC. Okay, I'm done with that. Some of my favorite lyrics, of course, is from why, and that's why now that now I thought I told you to wait in the car. That's why that gets a strong nine because those lyrics to me funny, are funny, especially the part where I know she has an image to protect. I know she's not being mean when she screams. I thought I told you to wait in the car and the name dropping of Warden Beatty, you know. That I think that's funny. Yeah, yeah. I never thought of Warden Beatty as a rival. I thought I told you to wait in the car. Yeah, it's like it's back to their old charm. And what have I kept on saying? The boys are not they're not as good as when they're not being whimsical and a little bit weird and they're being innovative and if they're trying to, I think if they're trying just to please the record the label the studio and that they're not as motivated and they're not going to give you their good stuff. So so yeah, it's awesome. I do like it a lot, and that's why it gets a strong nine. I heard someone compare this album to what was this they say? I watched a few. I watched a few other reviews of this. Of course I watched Larry Gray's review of this album and a couple of others, and someone said that they compared it to if Devo, they might be giants and Pet Shop Boys. If they were to have a threesome, okay, the baby that would come out would be this album. That it would be this album, not not Sparks, but just this album. I thought that was a pretty accurate description of the album. Then he was saying that the funniness comes more from from it's not is the humor matches more of the they might be giants rather than the Devo part of it. So I do agree with that. And okay, I am done with this one here. You know what I'm going to say, like I always do. But first, if you consider subscribing to my channel, you know I'm going to love you forever and I will greatly appreciate it. And please, if please hit like. I know if you like these videos, please hit like. The more likes I get, the more this gets spread out to other people, and I want to share my message of peace, love, and happiness with everybody. I just want everybody to be happy and like I always say, as I always close, to always be safe, to take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.